I'm so excited for your next performer, a true shining star. I think they are so incredible, especially their pants. Please give it up for Allie Kinnaman!
Hello, hello, hello! Thank you all for coming out tonight. Who here has like a 5-year plan? Anyone got like a 5-year plan? Or who's made one before, maybe it didn't go? Yeah, they're kind of fun to make. You know, I made one for the first time recently, and I was telling a couple of my friends about it, and they were like, you know, you're so type A, and I was like, I don't know what that means. So my 5-year plan has different phases, and each phase has a step, and each step has different sub-steps underneath those. So my 5-year plan, phase 1, step 1, sub-step 1, is super simple. Buy lingerie. And my 5-year plan, phase 1, step 1, sub-step 2, is to invite my partner over, have him take a seat, say, let me go slip into something more comfortable. Put on the lingerie, we have a good night, easy peasy. Now, important here is that I'm gonna continue these steps. That's pretty much like all of like step, 1 through like 15 or whatnot. We just do this over and over for about 6 months until, kind of like Pavlov dog, where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna slip into something more comfortable. And he's like, oh, and then about 6 months in, he comes over and I sit him down. I say, let me slip into something more comfortable. And I go over and I slip it in, and then I come back out and I'm dressed head to toe as the Lorax. All orange and a little bit of yellow. Now, the next part is really important because he goes, oh, this is a one-time thing. Ha ha ha. It is a one-time thing. For now. Because for the next 3 months, you never see the Lorax again. It's all that sexy lingerie, And he thinks, oh, great, we're back to doing it. And then one night, I'm like, oh, let me go slip into somewhere comfortable. We have a good time. Next night, let me go slip into somewhere comfortable. I come out and I'm Shrek. Now, he gets a little suspicious because he's my partner. He knows me very well. And he's like, I'm starting to believe this might not be just a 2-time thing. So now is where it gets really fun. We're on step 75. And this is where every other night or so, I'm switching it up. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'm in that like sexy, like red, like lacy thing. Oh, it's gonna be fun. And sometimes I'm like, E.T. And so when he comes over, I sit him down on the couch and I'm like, let me slip into something more comfortable. And he's go, oh, and fear just drenches across his face. And that's what I want. Now, I have a reason. I'm not doing this, just because. You see, my partner is really lovely. He's one of those like adults. He does like adult things. He like pays his taxes early. He like washes his car. There's rain. He also he goes to jury duty and whatnot. And a couple of months ago, he had jury duty. And is anyone here like a grumpy morning person? Yeah, super grumpy. Well, all of us like fun morning people don't like it. It's not a good time. Because in the morning, he's like stumbling around and he's like grabbing stuff and he grabs his phone, he grabs his keys, he grabs his wallet, he grabs his vape. He tosses them in his pocket, heads off to like the courthouse or wherever. I don't know, I don't do jury duty. And he goes through that metal detector thing and he's like pulling out his phone, his keys, his wallet. But in his grumpy sleepiness, he didn't grab his vape. He grabbed my mini vibrator. So he tosses it into the metal detector and they're like, sir, you cannot bring that into this government building. So they're like, we're gonna have to confiscate it. So now the government owns my mini vibrator. And I'm pretty peeved by this. And I'm gonna tell you something, Curious Comedy, I'm gonna tell you a little something about myself. When my partner first came up to me after we'd been dating and was like, hey, this is going really well. I'd love if we made this more official. I'd love to become partners. I was like, I love you. This is great. I said I love you early because that's just what you do, I guess. And I was like, that's wonderful. I need to tell you something, though. I was like, I need you to know that I hold a grudge. So he had plenty of warning that one day I would go from enjoying his wood to speaking for the trees. Thank you so much. I've been Allie Kinnaman.
Keep it going for Allie!